ரெடி. Good evening.
Namaskar.
My dear lovely audience, welcome you to the celebrations of
27th annual day of St. Xavier's Matriculation High Secondary School
And 4th annual day of Francis Xavier CBC School. This evening belong to the children and the excited parents. All the participants have put their heart and soul for the last few weeks and made this day possible. Well, this is a special evening of splendor. So you can expect an extravagant,
entertaining
and elegant evening.
இன்னைக்கு ஆனுவல் டேல எங்களோட பாட்டு என்னன்னா
நான் பேசல நீ பேசுறது நான் விட்டுட்டேன் நீ சமாளிக்கிறது நான் சொதப்புறேன் நீ கலாய்க்கிறது இதுக்கெல்லாம் என்ன பேர் தெரியுமா
மாஸ்டர் ஆஃப் செரிமனி.
And today we are the host of our annual day. I'm Kamesh.
I'm Varsha.
And I'm Nishma.
Let's welcome our chief guest with cheer claps.
இறைவா, நாங்கள் புகழ் நிறைந்து வாழ வேண்டும். எங்கள் கல்வி சாலையின் புகழுக்கும் கீழே புனிதம் நிலவ வேண்டும். கல்வி சேவையால் கிட்டும் ஆன்ம பலத்தால் மாணவ சக்தி வளர வேண்டும். மழை முகம் கண்ட பயிர் போல், முத்தரத வீதியில் தத்தி வரும் தென்றல் போல், சூரிய பூமியின் சொர்க்க சுவடுகளாய் மாறிய வடிவின் எழில்மிகு விருந்தினர் கூட்டம், அழுத்தமான ஆழமான அனுபவங்கள் தரும் விழாக்கள் சங்கமிக்கும் பொன்னேரத்தின் இன்பத் தேரோட்டம், முத்துத்தேர் வரும் வீதியில் இதோ விழா நாயகர்களின் வருகை பதிவேடு. ஸ்காட் சரித்திரத்தின் மார்புக்கு விருதாக மணிமகுடமாக பொற்செங்கோலாக அரியணையில் அமர்ந்து எங்களை வழிநடத்தும் எம் நிறுவன பெற்றோரின் தடம் பதித்த காலடி சுவடுகள் சிறு ஓடையாக சலசலத்து ஓட முற்பட்டு துளி துளியாக வளர்ந்து இன்று பிரம்மாண்டமாய் பரிணாம வளர்ச்சி பெற்று நிற்கும் எம் ஸ்காட் குழுமத்தின் நிர்வாக இயக்குனர் மதிப்பிற்குரிய சி அருண்பாபு அவர்களின் உய்யாவன பேரழகு மின்வெட்டு சிரிப்போடு பண்பட்டு பரிணாமித்து வரங்களெல்லாம் தவம் இருந்த காரணத்தால் பெற்ற தாய்க்கு வந்துதித்த தேவ மகன், நெல்லை சீமை கண்டெடுத்த பாச மகன், பைந்தமிழ் கவிதை சரமெடுத்து பாங்குடன் நடைபயிலும் மாவட்ட ஆட்சியர் பெருந்தகையின் உட்பிரவேசம், ஸ்காட் என்னும் நீள்வழி பாதையில் தடம் மாறாமல் பயணம் பண்ண எங்களை அரவணைத்து வழி நடத்தும் அன்பு முதல்வர் அவர்களின் இனிய உட்பிரவேசம், பாசத்துக்குரிய 1000 பழைய முகங்களை ஆர்வமாய் காண ஆம்பல் மலராய் மலர்ந்திருக்கும் எம் முன்னாள் மாணவன் ஜெர்சோமின் வருகை. இதோ களை கட்டிவிட்டது எம் பள்ளி ஆண்டு விழா. ஸ்காட் குழுமத்தின் அனைத்து பொறுப்பாளர்கள், அன்பு பெற்றோர், அருமை மாணவ மாணவியர், தொலைக்காட்சி மற்றும் பத்திரிகை துறை அன்பர்கள் அனைவரையும் உலகம் உய்த்துணர உலகில் வந்துதித்த இயேசு பெருமானின் புண்ணிய நாமத்தில் வருக வருக என்று இரு கரம் கூப்பி வரவேற்கிறோம்.
இயற்கையோடு இசைந்திட்ட இறைவனின் இசைவோடு இனிதாய் இந்நிகழ்வினை இயக்க எம் பள்ளியை நோக்கி பவனியாய் வரும் எம் விருந்தினர்களை
அகிலமே அதிசயத்த ஆதி மரபாம் தமிழ் மரபின் வழியாய் நின்று கும்பம் கொண்டு வெற்றி திலகமிட்டு நயமாய் நல்லினமாய்
வதன புன்னகை உதித்து மெல்லிய வளையல் ஓசையின் நடுவே இரு கரம் குவித்து வருக 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 என வரவேற்று வணங்குகின்றோம்.
We feel honored by the gracious presence of the Honorable District Collector, Mrs. Collector, Honorable Chairman, Vice Chairman, Managing Director, Galaxy of Intellectuals and honored spectators.
A grand welcome to one and all. Let's start our annual day with a prayer song.
Lord is the Alpha and Omega of our life. Lord's merciful kindness is great towards us, and the truth of the Lord endures forever.
Prayer in action is love. Let me invite the school choir to sing praises to the Lord. Love Him and adore Him in this auspicious occasion. I request everyone to stand for the prayer song.
Lord,
choir and audience, please be seated. Welcoming heart is the parent of all virtues. As it is the sign of noble souls, charming words of welcome brings lots of hopefulness.
When the seasons shift, even the beginning, the scent of promised change that is hopefulness is welcome. May I invite the head boy of our school, Master Edukrishnan, to accord the words of welcome to the gathering.
A very cheerful and amazing evening to one and all who are gathered here for our 27th annual day celebrations. Everything is created from moment to moment, always new like sparklers. This place is a celebration and we are the spectators contemplating the 27th annual day of absolute splendor. It's a matter of privilege for me to deliver the welcome address in this august occasion. First, I would like to welcome the distinguished chief guest, the Honorable District Collector of Tirunelveli, in this grand juncture. I shall consider myself blessed if I am able to burn a little candle and give a bit of light of service to the public. Sure, we all do have a great sense of admiration and appreciation for the valuable service he renders to the society. Certainly, your presence amidst us today adds more joy and color to this evening festivity. Indeed, it's a moment of God's blessing for all of us here. We extend a warm welcome to you, sir. Smartness and action are on the same side of the equation, where the sum is success. We are indeed privileged to have with us Mrs. Visalakshi Karunagaran as our special guest in this grand celebration. Let me render a hearty welcome to our elegant guest in this great moment. We welcome you, ma'am. Blaze your own path and the road to success will tread right behind him. That is the path of founder chairman where success and honor always strides behind him. Let's render a cordial welcome to our founder chairman and vice chairman on this colorful occasion. Let's render a cordial welcome. We are delighted to offer a rapturous welcome to a young and active managing director who is following the footsteps of his father. We welcome you, sir. Next, I would like to welcome Dr. Thambithurai, General Manager Admin, to Ignatius Xavier, General Manager Finance, and Dr. Jayakumar, General Manager Development of SCAT Group of Institutions in this gala celebration. A hearty welcome to the directors, principals, staff of FX and SCAT Group of Institutions. If you are a leader, do everything you can to grow yourself and create the right environment for others to grow. We heartily welcome our loving principal, who is the backbone of St. Xavier's and Francis Xavier School. A warm welcome to the media and press people for their kind participation. We feel deeply cherished to offer a pleasant welcome to all our parents who are the beam of support for us. We submit a hearty welcome to our dear teachers, who are our mentors, molders, and architects, whose consistent diligence, sincerity, and devotion can be visualized in today's performance. A fraternal welcome to all the twinkly stars of St. Xavier's and Francis Xavier School. Dear friends, let us cherish the present, nurture it in the warmth of the cocoon of love and support. Small cheer and great welcome makes this feast. To all who have come to this place, welcome and thank you.
Thank you, Edu, for your delightful welcome.
Coming together is beginning. Keeping together is progress, and working together is success.
We, the sections, the management, staff, students, and parents always work together as a team, setting high standards of this education institution. Today, FX is a landmark of Tirunelveli city.
We take pride in screening before you the fleeting glimpses of the holiest commitment. And I'm sure this visual clipping will be a passionate pantomime which epitomizes the caliber of our school. The annual report of 2016 to 2015 is just on the screen.
Distinguished Chief Guest, Honorable District Collector of Tirunelveli, Dr. Karunagaran IAS, Tirumadi Visalakshi Karunagaran, respected members of the management, illustrious alumni, dear parents, guests, members of the media, beloved members of the staff, and dear students. It's an honor to wish you all a good evening and welcome you to the 27th Annual Day celebrations. Education is the movement from darkness to light. The seeds of this great institution were sown at the banks of the perennial river Tamirabarni in the year 1989 with the vision to impart holistic education to children from all walks of life and prepare them to become leaders for the society. In our journey towards excellence, every year has been a milestone marking new history made. At this juncture, it is with a profound sense of gratitude to the Almighty's guiding presence that I present the report for the academic year 2015-16. Academics. The academic year began with a winning streak at our students of class 10th and 12th brought home glorious results in the board examinations. The academic achievement of St. Xavier's Metric Higher Secondary School and Francis Xavier School in the past academic year has been significant, and our students progress towards their goals by joining reputed institutions for higher education. Master Krishna Ratnakumar of Standard 12th scored a total of 1174, topping the higher secondary results, and joined the Tirunelveli Medical College. In the SSLC examination, Selvi Padmavati Sindhya secured a total of 496 with 3 centums and ranked 4th in the state and 3rd in the district. In class 10th CBSE results, 8 students secured 10 points in the board examination, and all the students of standard 10th secured A1 grade. The school toppers were appreciated and awarded by the management and also by the various social organizations like Lions Club, Rotary Club, and Friends Charitable Trust. Celebrations. We at St. Xavier's understand the value of celebrating social and cultural festivals in creating awareness and social consciousness. The World Environmental Day was observed in the campus on 5th June to raise global awareness. The students performed a rally around the city against environmental pollution. For the International Yoga Day, the students of Francis Xavier School organized yoga sessions on 21st June. The students were educated on the importance of yoga, and the students performed a demonstration. The Children's Day was celebrated on 14th November with great favor. Students participated in various cultural competitions arranged for the day. The food festival was celebrated on that day. As is customary, the amount was donated for the flood relief and leprosy affected people. The SCAD team, which include the students from our school, visited the flood affected districts of Tuticorin, Kadalur and Kanjipuram. The generous contribution of the students and the staff, along with the Children's Day contribution, was used for the flood relief work, which amounted to a total of 4.5 lakhs. The Christmas function was not celebrated in the school with festive cheer owing to the compassion for the Chennai floods, but the spirit of Christmas season was realized in the campus. Capacity building. The Indian National Talent Examination was conducted for the Francis Xavier CBSE school students for class 1 to 9th on the various fields of study. Selvi Nishma of standard 8th secured 8th rank in the national level, and Master Pranav Karthik of standard 3rd secured 19th rank, and Selvi Maria Prabhu of standard 4th was the topper in English. The school received the Golden School Award for inspiring young minds. In the Mathematics Olympiad examination, Selvi Fabina, Master Sriram, Sivasubramanian and Aravinda Ganesh achieved gold medals. In the Unified Council examination, many of our students secured national level rank for English, Mathematics and Science. Master Aravinda Ganesh of Standard 9th was selected as the best reporter for Anand Vigadan. Sports. Our school athletic team won the overall championship in the zonal level athletic meet for the 12th consecutive year. In the zonal level athletic meet, our students bagged prizes in the junior, senior and super senior categories in shot put, long jump, discus, hurdles and sprint events. Master N. Akash of Standard 9th stood first in the divisional level long jump and 9th in the state level. Master Sanjay of Standard 11th bagged the silver medal in divisional level taekwondo competition and bronze medal in state level taekwondo competition. The school has implemented many quality measures in this academic year by meticulous planning, perfect teamwork, effective cooperation, and wholehearted commitment. I take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to the management, the staff and students, alumni and parents for all their efforts to put St. Xavier's and Francis Xavier on fast growth trajectory. Dear staff and my dear children, as we pat our backs for what we have achieved together, let's make new dreams to realize. Finally, I feel and I am sure that words cannot adequately express my gratitude towards the honorable people on the dais for your gracious presence with us today. Thank you one and all.
உயர்ந்து விரிந்த வானம், வீசிடும் தென்றல், மின்னிடும் மீன்கள், ஒளிதரும் கதிர்களோடு
அன்புலி நிறைந்த மாந்தர், கலைகளின் வளம், ஒன்றாகிடும் கரங்கள், எழில் கண்டு மயங்கி இன்பத்தை அள்ளி பருகும் என் தெய்வம் வாழும் பூமி இது.
Let's welcome the classical troupe of dancers for a beautiful melody.
Ah
you, little kids. It was a beautiful start. We are happy to introduce our notable alumnus, Mr. J. Jashum, Senior Manager, Product Management at LG Equipment Limited, Coimbatore. He had a schooling in our school from the primary classes and completed his standard 12th in our school in 2001. He did his BE in MEPCO Engineering College and MS from BITS Bilani. He is a master of 3 languages. Now, let me invite the dazzling alumnus in this grand occasion to present the alumnus address. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Varsha. Good evening, everybody. It's very happy to be here today. Respected Collector, Dr. Karnakaran and Madam Karnakaran, and Dr. Cletus, Dr. Amali Cletus Babu, and Mr. Arun Babu. So it is indeed a pleasure for me to stand before you here today as an alumnus. So thank you for this opportunity, giving me this opportunity to be here. I thank my teachers, the principal, and parents, and my dear children. So as an alumnus here today, I thought I should share a few points which this school gave me in my life. So there are 4 such important things that I would like to discuss with you here today, which has helped me to be what I am today. So I joined the school in 1992 for my 3rd standard, and I graduated out of the school in 2001. So it has been 10 years of association with the school. So the school that I know of in 1992 began way back in Rani service station in Vanarpete. We didn't have this campus at that point in time. And then later, it was fortunate for me to see the growth of the school into what it is today. So if I am to tell you what things that I gained from the school and how it impacted my life, the first and foremost thing is the discipline, manners, and values that the school taught me. Of course, discipline is not to do with beating and all that we associate with. Discipline is to teach children. So I can remember many occasions where I was disciplined by teachers, where they taught me what is good, what is bad, and I was taught what good manners mean and the good value system that they incorporated in me. So I still remember when moral science was not a subject which was prescribed in the syllabus, we still had a moral science period, half an hour after lunch every day. And mostly it was Miss Rita or Miss Betty who handled these subjects. And I still remember those stories and the values that they taught us in those point in time. And I also remember that one little conversation which I had with my erstwhile chemistry teacher, which was Miss Vasanta, which is really a turning point in my life. You get into that period where it is really cool to be a backbencher. You start calling people names, and you try to be the mischievous one just because you want to be cool. So this is the point where Miss Vasanta spoke to me, and I still remember those lines. She said, "Gershom, change happens, and you decide which way you want to be remembered. Would you like to be remembered as a person who is a gentleman, who has good discipline, who has good manners, or would you like to be remembered as a vagabond who had absolutely nothing?" So this is something which struck me, and that was his turning point in my life. So I could tell you that my batch, as we graduated, we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have politicians, we have professors, we have IT professionals. So all of us, where we are today in our respective organizations, we establish or we show people what good value system that we have. And we all have one thing in common to thank for, which is the school, which taught us all those things. The second one, something which Francis Xavier is always associated with, even in those days when I did my schooling here, is the good language and communication that we had. This is one of the very few schools in entire Tamil Nadu, I would say, at that point in time, had a very good spoken language. Now, our school is one which had a literary association at that point in time, and we had very good role models at that point in time. And nobody expects blokes who come out of Tirunelveli to do well in spoken in English and to address a gathering. People don't expect us to have, overcome stage fear. That's something unique to this school. I still, my role models even today are my then English teacher, Mr. Johnson Victor Babu. Now, every time I am to address somebody or I am to train people, I just imagine that I am him. and the way he taught Scarlet Pimpernel to us, or be it Mr. Rajan who taught us Tom Sawyer. So I still remember that I put myself in those situations when I handle such situations now. And good spoken English also helped me speak with the Chief Justice of India and the Supreme Court at my age of 16, where I had to speak for myself and for my life. So that's something which I'm very grateful to this school about, which taught me about spoken language and good communication skills. The third point is the exposure and the confidence level that the school gives us. I still remember right from my 3rd standard to 12th, I was a part of all the dance programs that were held. I used to be a part of the choir. I used to take part in all the sports activities which is here. And to most of that, I should thank Ms. Rita and Ms. Lata. Though it was never a voluntary participation, they always made sure everybody got in and participated. So it was later that I realized that this has helped me to become a natural leader. Whenever we had to organize or take things up, this experience always helped me. And another exposure that we got in the school in those days was probably ours was the only school in that point in time to have our own science laboratory. Ms. Sahaya Selvi would agree with me, at that point in time we had a skeleton. So none of the schools in Tirunelveli at that point had even a biology lab with specimens in it. So this is the kind of exposure. And of course, computer science was a group that was incorporated at that point in time. Schools were appearing for exams without even seeing a computer. Whereas on contrary, we had our own computer lab, and even biology students like me, Ms. Bona would be kind enough to take us and show the computers there inside. That's the level of exposure that we got at that point in time. And I'm sure infrastructure has grown to such extent these days, and these children today are getting far more exposure than what we did at that point in time. And the last one is this school helped me understand and handle my weakness. It is very easy for us to understand what our strengths are. We generally are proud of our strengths. We flaunt them. We are very proud. Every opportunity we get that to establish our strengths, we always do that. But what we never deal with is our weakness. We are either afraid, or when we are challenged with our weakness, we do not know how to react. Now, I'd like to point out 3 such occasions which helped me deal with weaknesses. And I should thank 3 of my teachers for that. Sorry. One is my maths teacher, Mr. Paramasivam. To me, always maths appeared to be a nonsense subject with absolutely no logic. But it was him who taught me that maths is no nonsense. It's perfect logic, provided you are patient and you learn it the right way. That helped me do well in my engineering mathematics. And my chemistry teacher then, Mr. Jebraj, taught me chemistry is no mystery. It can be unraveled. It's an interesting subject. And finally, I had a very huge drawback, which was writing Tamil without mistakes. And I'm not sure how it is there today, but in those days, we didn't have a second language, French. So I had to take Tamil, and I couldn't write a single statement without making a spelling mistake. So this is always common, that I complete my examination, and my teacher would come and tell me later that you got 70, but if I am to cut half mark for every spelling mistake that you have done, you get a minus 20. So then the negotiation always happens. We agree upon 40, and then she lets go because I had to secure a rank. And this was always my weakness. I was wondering how I would clear my 10th, though I was good in other studies, but Tamil had to be cleared for me to cross 10th and 12th. So that's when Ms. Mahalakshmi, so I owe a lot to her today. So she taught me, okay, let us look at your weakness. You have difficulty in writing without mistakes. So let's keep things very simple. Don't write elaborate statements. Write what is asked. Be crisp. Pretty sure you're not going to get very good marks, but if you're writing the right things, I'm pretty sure you'll get a good mark and you'll manage to pass. That's one thing I followed, and that's exactly what happened. And ever since then, whenever I'm discovering that there is a weakness, in spite of all my hard efforts, I'm unable to overcome them, I always have this occasion in me which keeps driving me, which says weakness can be encountered. It's provided you sit down and understand how you deal with it. So these 4 things made me what I am today, and trust me, all of us alumnus out of the school, we are very proud of this institution. And I'm very happy that most of my teachers are still here today, which means the quality education that we got in those days is still assured for all of you. And I'm sure you will never appreciate all this at this particular moment, but I'm sure when you graduate out of school, when you're in college, when you're at your workspace, you will understand and appreciate how much effort these teachers have actually put in us and what the school has done for all of us. So I'm sure you'll be there someday and you will be thanking your teachers. That's the only appreciation that you could give to your teachers at that point in time. And finally, always remember, school is the only place you join crying, and school is the only place you leave crying. So school is something which you will never get back at later point in your life. So enjoy all you can while you're in school and honor your teachers later. Thank you for this opportunity, one and all. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Jersham, for sharing your sweet memories and experiences with us.